Oh no, let's talk about our monetization idea. So we came up with an excellent idea to monetize it where Twitter's not so reliant on these advertisers, right? Do you want to
Yeah.
discuss it?
Yeah. So
It's
it's
basically like
basically,
super chats.
yeah, it's like YouTube super chats, which instead of super chats, we have super tweets. So I can make a super tweet, let's say to Elon. Yeah, it could be a political statement. I don't know. It could be
Whatever. So
advertising
you could
some
pay to have
product.
your
Yeah,
your tweet seen more by people, just like a super chat on YouTube.
right. And so that
And the
tweet,
more you pay, the more visibility you get.
yeah. So that tweet would then show up on either, Elon's sort of profile page, right? So people viewing his profile would see the tweet, or it maybe could show up on his followers' feeds, right? So if you're following Elon,
Or just in tweet
that'll show
itself.
up. Yeah, I mean, so if you're following Elon, you'll see the super tweet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then depending on how much money is paid, that could control, how long it stays up, or how many
Or the
times it gets
reach,
seen.
or
Yeah,
how high it is.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's a great idea because it solves this problem. Essentially, the problem is, and this is something gaming companies have solved, I guess you could say. You don't want to trying to find a price point. Remember how Elon was talking about, hey, will you pay $20? Will you pay 10? Will you pay 8? Trying to find a price that most people will pay is not the way to go. It's better to optimize the price that each individual person will pay. Some people are willing to pay $1,000. Some people are
Yep.
willing to pay five. Some people are willing to pay 25. It's much better to get 1,000, 5, and 25 from each respective person, as opposed to
Yeah.
charging them all eight,
Yeah.
right? Because then if you charge them all eight, well, you got $24. But if you charge them all what they're willing to bear individually, you got like $1,040, right?
Yeah. It feels like the incentives all kind of line up. I don't know. I haven't thought about it too carefully, but it does feel like the incentives
They totally
are
line up.
sort of,
When I go on
yeah.
Twitter, here's what I want. I want to troll people. I want to dunk on people. And I want validation and acknowledgement from other people that I'm smarter, I'm better than them. I I was smart, I had I dunked on them harder or something like that. I just want people to see what I said, right? And I'm
So
willing to
would
pay for some of this stuff.
would you also pay for a super like?
A super like? What's a super like?
I'm just,
Oh, to
I don't
like
know.
boost somebody?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. I just
maybe.
made it up.
Maybe.
Yeah,
But I want my voice to be heard more than other voices. That's what I'm willing to pay for,
I see.
right? When you super chat, is that not what you're paying for? Your voice is heard loud and clear because you put a
Yeah.
$100 super chat up there. All
Yep.
the other plebes who are just chatting, their chats race by anonymously almost, correct?
Yeah.
Well, if you're willing to pay for it, then your voice will be heard louder. And now I can hear people criticize, like, well, how's this free speech? Or, people who have more money can be heard louder. Like, well, welcome to reality. What do you think political advertising is?
Exactly. This is no different from advertising, really.
Yeah. Why is McDonald's able to have its voice heard louder than mine? Because they have money. Because they pay for advertising. Why is any politician? Why can their voice be heard louder than mine? Because they're willing to pay the money to be heard.
So, okay, so this is where we disagree, but I do think it's important for the recipient to have control over their feed. And one example would be I was watching Viva Frey the other day, and
Uh huh.
he mentioned that he wished. Actually, I'm not sure if YouTube already has this ability, but he wants to have the ability to not accept super chats.
You have that
Especially,
ability. You can ban it immediately.
okay,
Yeah.
okay,
You can ban
yeah,
users
because
and they
yeah,
can't super chat you.
he just didn't want to accept super chats from people with views that he didn't agree with, basically.
You can ban them.
Yeah. So yeah, I do think a feature like this, the recipient does have to have the power to control it. And maybe for someone like Elon, where they would just be getting tons of these super tweets, there could be some sensible defaults, or some maybe AI could play a role in this kind of thing.
No,
But
he should accept
it
it. Money's
yeah, it
money.
would, but it wouldn't make sense where if you're super popular and you just got like a million people sending you super chats, like it
Why
wouldn't be
not?
scalable. It wouldn't be
You're
scalable
making
to
a lot of
have to,
money though.
yeah, but it wouldn't be scalable to have to manually click through them, right? And
Oh,
approve,
right,
approve,
right.
approve, approve. It would there'd be some kind of sensible default, or maybe you could say, I don't want to accept any super chats that have, hate speech or whatever, right? Like there could be some
Okay.
some
Yeah, right,
defaults.
right. Exactly. Well, there's already filters in Twitter that identify um hate speech or vulgarity.
Sure,
Like
sure. But you make,
every single
yeah,
time I
yeah.
post on Twitter, I have to click the second thing. I have to click that goddamn second window that says, "Are you sure this is not typically how fucking people on Twitter talk to each other?" And I click yes. That's still how I want to fucking talk to this person. I
I
want
don't
to
think
call them.
I've ever seen that.
You've never called
But
somebody an idiot or a moron?
I don't think I've ever seen that dialogue that you're talking about. But yeah, I take your word for
Okay,
it that it exists.
I'll screen cap it the next time.
No, I think you've said it to me before.
Yeah,
Um, yeah.
I've been banned by Twitter too, and I fought it and I won. But yeah, almost every time I post on Twitter, there's that second screen that said, "This doesn't really comport with how people in the community talk to each other." And I'm thinking, "Oh, you mean the part where I call this person a moron? Do you still want to post this?" Yes, I do. I do still want to post this. Post. So yeah, I see that window all the time. And you could have a filter like that where you don't accept those super chats, right?
Do you remember how many what this is that heavily contested number, the AUM or whatever for Twitter, like how many
No,
monetizable
I don't remember.
users that it has? Like the ballpark, you don't remember that? It's like 50
Nope,
million, I don't know,
I don't
yeah.
remember. Yeah.
Okay. But like I'm pretty confident that this super tweet idea, I mean, this is easily millions of dollars of
No, I don't think it's millions of dollars. I think it's $1 billion plus.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I said, easily millions of
Hmm.
dollars.
I really
I
do.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know why they don't. Yeah, they should do this yesterday. They should have done this yesterday, but they were a
Dude,
activist
Twitter's an
activist
activist
organization.
company run
Yeah,
by fucking idiots,
yeah.
and
Disguised as a tech company.
they barely do work. Talk like look at that Indian guy on Project Veritas who's just like, we're just an activist company and I don't even work. Was that not the interview on Project Veritas? The Indian guy saying we're an activist company and I do 4 hours of work a week at most. So
Yeah,
why
I
would they
don't.
be coming up with anything interesting or innovative to actually monetize or make this a successful company? They wouldn't. They probably all are like that guy and hang out at their stupid coffee shop, their cafe in their office. That's probably what they do all day. Nobody's coming with ideas to make this a successful company or anything. And it's such a simple idea too. It's not. Let's not paint ourselves as geniuses, okay? We just looked at something that worked on another huge platform, and we just transported it over to this platform. We said, well, super chats seem to really work well on YouTube. Why can't
How
the same concept
how
work on Twitter? It's just obvious, right?
do you remember how long has YouTube had super chats for?
At least 2 years.
Okay.
At least
Yeah, I
two
think you could.
years.
Yeah, yeah, I think you could implement this idea in well within 2 years.
Well, maybe you should apply to Twitter. Oh, you can't work there though. Elon wants you to go to the office. You can't do that.
You know what?
Oh,
Working on
you
something
think
like this,
you'd accept it if he hired
working
you?
on something like yeah, working on something like this would be fun enough, and it would
That
make
you would do it.
enough of an impact that
Uh,
I would do it. Yeah, if only just to see something like this through and then quit. But
yeah, yeah. But
um,
then you'd
yeah,
have to quit immediately after.
but this does seem like a extremely high impact
Right.
idea. Yeah,
And I see no reason why they can't implement it. It's not like
yeah. I was trying to
I'm not a
think of
tech guy, but
like
I can't see why this is rocket science, okay?
I think it would be hard. It does feel like the devil's in the details a bit, and like how, like for example, h- how did YouTube come up with, how long each
Okay,
tier
yeah, sure,
goes up
but
for?
that kind of
Yeah,
stuff
stuff
you
like
can
that.
tweak as time goes on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can tweak it, but it does seem like it's not going to be trivial to get these kinds of things correct. Like it'll definitely require some iterating.
But the idea that okay, we've identified what people essentially want out of Twitter. They want their voice to be heard.
Or in this case, another legit reason is just advertising, right? Like
Okay, maybe, but
somebody wants to advertise their what is it? Either their I mean either their like bullets or their meal their what are they called? The ready meals, that Tim always
oh
advertises.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or the collagen, right? The collagen
I
company
think that
would do it
most people
could
just
do
want their voice to be heard, though.
okay. But I was thinking that advertisers could use this too, right? You're the collagen company, and then you send
Sure,
a super
sure,
tweet
sure.
to
Yeah.
Tim, basically advertising your product.
I think those would get refused though, because they'd be like, "You're an advertiser."
Well, what if it was like $10,000
Oh yeah, if
or
it's ten
something?
thousand dollars, sure, sure.
Yeah,
Um,
there could be certain. Yeah, I don't know.
but I think for most people, they just want their voice to be heard.
Hmm.
And some people are willing to pay X amount. There's a large spectrum of what people are willing to pay for that, all the way from zero to thousands and thousands of dollars. And it just makes sense to monetize these people according to their own individual threshold of what they're willing to pay, as opposed to trying to find some blanket threshold like $8 a month. There's tons of people willing to pay way more than $8 a month, and there's tons of people not willing to even pay that.
So
So
would
why are you
you?
charging them all equally?
So for example, would you see yourself trolling with this feature? So like
Absolutely.
you, yeah.
I already
So like
do
you
it with
could.
super chats.
Okay. So you could post on Elon's feed, I like big butts or something, right? And then
You
anybody
could. That's not what
who's
I would
looking at
post,
it,
but yeah.
okay, yeah. But anyone who's looking at his feed would then see that. Of course, they would know that you were the
Uh-huh.
the
Uh-huh.
originator of it, but they would be exposed to that message.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. I pay for it. And I have
Yeah.
a certain threshold and other people have a different one and we'd all be monetized to our maximum. And I think that Twitter could make a lot of money that way.
Who do you think you would
Especially since when you think
super
about
tweet to?
when you super chat, your reach is just so it's a live stream on YouTube. How many people are watching a live stream? Like 500 people? 1,000 people? On Tim is like
On
40,000
Tim's,
people.
yeah, it's like
Yeah, but
40,000.
very few live streams have 40,000 people. I see big super chats on live streams of less than 5,000.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah. That happens
So
too.
people are totally willing to spend good money to have their voices heard to audiences that are not even that big. Now, can
Yeah.
you
I mean, just like
imagine that same
just like you
concept
have
applied to Twitter where it's a big, big audience?
right. I mean, just like you have Twitch, it's like Twitch donations, right? You can have
Correct,
streamers with
correct, right. It's just like Twitch donations.
very few viewers and
Right.
people still willing to donate quite
And
a bit.
yet they're willing to donate a lot. So
Yeah.
you can imagine if people know that the reach of this super chat, super tweet, whatever, is so much bigger, well, they're really going to be willing to spend. They're really going to be willing to spend. That's my point of view anyway. So
Yeah.
I think that this would, I don't know. I think he could make $2 billion a year from this. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Probably.
Yeah. And
Especially because
What's Twitter's current revenue, like 4 or 5 from
I don't know. It's,
advertisers? And they have
especially
shitty
there's
advertising.
yeah. The competitiveness of this really is what I think is going to kick it to the next level, right? It's just like on Tim's super chats, you know, like $50 isn't really even or $20 isn't even that much anymore, right? If you want to
No.
be
If
seen,
you want to be heard,
you
you gotta
gotta
do 100.
it's like yeah, at least maybe 500 or something. It's like the competition actually
Right.
drives it up a lot.
Exactly.
And
And
and it
you give
does yeah.
creators 70% and Twitter takes 30%.
Mhm. Or yeah, okay. That's a
Well,
knob
that's
that
what
you
the
can
super
tweak.
chat
Yeah.
breakdown is.
Okay.
So I'm just taking the super chat breakdown. Yeah.
Yeah, this is
It's
he should get on it.
just you should do whatever you can to get an audience with Elon Musk and say, "Hey, this is the idea that you need to implement."
Oh, I should have tweeted at the All In Pod or David Sachs or something.
Go
You know,
ahead.
you
Just
gotta
do it again.
yeah, you gotta find people smaller.
Smaller but have his ear. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they'll probably just steal the idea and not give you credit.
Oh, uh, I think I'm fine if it just gets implemented.
Okay. Yeah,
It'll
that's
be
true.
okay.
Let's just see it happen. Who cares about getting credit? And also, let's
Yeah.
not act like some kind of innovative geniuses that nobody has ever considered this at all on Earth. Of course, I'm sure other people have thought about this.
Although I would believe it if you said that nobody at Twitter actually thought of it,
Oh
just
yeah,
because
nobody at Twitter. But
since
now
they're
that
activists.
but now that he's brought in real, actual intelligent people, I'm sure I would totally believe if a few of them came up with this exact same idea.
Yeah.
That is certainly not unrealistic. So just let's hope he does it. I think it will make Twitter a success, and
You know,
it will break
what's kind
break free from their
what's ki-
dependence on advertisers.
what's kind of interesting about this idea is it does sort of flip the models that I've read about on its head. People have been thinking more about the content creators charging somehow, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So like they're thinking, oh, you're charging people to see your tweets,
Yeah, that
right?
doesn't make sense. No, I would
Which
never
which
pay
is
to see
which is
someone's
like
tweets.
it's kind of like the opposite of what we're
Right.
proposing. Yeah,
No,
it's like you're
it
paying to
doesn't
push tweets.
feed into the motivation of the user.
Yeah,
They're not putting themselves in the shoes of the user and saying, what does the user want? And what
dude.
is the user willing to pay money for?
Think about. Oh my God, just think if you're a hot woman, like,
If you're a hot woman
ha-
and people super chatting you,
yeah, people are gonna super chat you like
yeah,
crazy. Probably,
exactly.
it's not just to get your
You
attention.
don't have to be on OnlyFans anymore. Go
Exactly.
on
Is
Twitter.
there already a way for women to do this on Instagram? Like, can you just give somebody money in a kind of a public way?
Yes. They have Instagram has like you can be a member and then the member can see like Instagram posts that other people cannot. However, this is you got to set a flat rate. It's not where you can
Mhm.
sort of maximize the threshold of that the individual is willing to pay for. So you can say, hey, for $10 a month, you can be a member and see like Instagram posts that only members see.
Man, I'm thinking this could, yeah, open up a whole new world for hot women to make money.
Well, I don't give a fuck
Like,
about them. They don't need any more fucking avenues to make
I
money.
know. I'm saying, like, do you understand that we're basically tapping into simp money here? Like, that's how many billions is that? Like,
Sure, and that's great for the
I don't know.
women, but
Yeah.
I'm not trying
Yeah.
to
So maybe,
create more
yeah, yeah,
simpage in this world. That's not good.
exactly. But maybe we've created something that
Mm.
we're gonna wish
Well, I
we
mean,
never.
no, I don't think that we've created more simpage because there's OnlyFans. They could have Sims have been monetized pretty well already in all the other
I mean,
platforms.
think about it. It's kind of like a Twitch donation, except strictly better.
Better
Because
because the reach is bigger.
no, I'm saying, imagine the same person, or imagine from the perspective of the donator, right? Like on Twitch, if you donate money, your message pops up on the screen for like 5 seconds,
Right.
right?
That's why I said the
You do,
reach is bigger.
yeah. You do a super tweet, and yeah, the reach is bigger. Basically,
Hmm.
it could definitely stay a lot longer. Oh man, like yeah, I think this this
And
is
then it gets competitive.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
Simp A did a $500 super tweet.
Oh my
Now I got
God,
to do $1,000 one
yeah, I'm starting to regret that we unleashed
this
this
guy doesn't
idea.
love this woman neither of us have ever met more than I do. So I'm gonna put $1,000 super tweet right now
Oh God, yeah, what
about
we've
how I
done?
like her feet or some stupid shit. I don't know.
What have we done?
I mean, is it good for society? No, but the thing is, the simps, and women, the money is gonna find the target, regardless of whatever's in place, right?
Yeah, but the ease makes a huge difference, and this would make it like so much more accessible, I think.
Hmm. I mean,
Uh,
Twitch is accessible. Accessible. They could donate on Twitch. It's less satisfying because it's not doesn't have as much reach, though. You're right.
well, actually, if you think about it, there's the additional sort of constraint, which is that the streamer more or less has to be streaming.
That's true. That's true. Whereas this is just passive. Oh my God, they're gonna get so many
Yeah,
simps.
I
This
know.
woman doesn't even have to do any work. Before at least these Twitch thoughts would have to get on Twitch and do the just chatting horse shit, and they would chat about what books they pretended to read or TV show or they're watching an anime and saying nothing while like the Sims are uh,
They have to.
throwing
I mean,
money at them,
yeah,
right?
they usually have to put on makeup or something
Yeah, they
like
have to
that.
put on makeup and the Sims throw money at them, but beyond that, they do very little. But man, now they have to do even less.
Oh God.
They just have their Twitter there and they post, hey, how's it going? Or good morning. And then some simp will throw a $500 super tweet her way and say good morning. He probably won't say anything creative because he's a simp. Boom. There you go. You just made more money than 99.9% of the earth.
Just yeah, take whatever OnlyFans revenue is, and
Hmm.
that's like the baseline. I
Correct.
don't know.
Correct. And even if Twitter takes 70% of it, you still made more money just in that second, 5 second post than 99.9% of the earth.
The
We're
thing, yeah,
talking
you don't
about
even have to post. You don't even
simp
have to post.
utopia.
You just basically need some photos, on your. I don't know, and people need to know how to reach you. That's basically about it.
Yeah, you probably do still have to have some content to establish this connection, though. You
Yeah.
can't just put up some sexy pictures, and that's not really judging by what's been successful on Twitch. It's not just the hottest girls that get the most sims. It's the girls that create that accessible feeling, that connection, right?
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah, I agree. They would have to create some content, I think,
yeah,
and
you have to have some
yeah.
content. But once you've established that, like you're a Pokemon, right?
Yep.
um, then you don't need to do anything. You just put your Twitter up there, and people will just
Uh,
start throwing money at you. God damn, she's so average too. Have you ever seen this lady without makeup? Look up
yes.
Pokemon no makeup.
Yeah. Yeah, I have, but maybe some of our viewers
Yeah,
haven't.
please do it in case you think she's super cute or super hot. I'm not saying she's not cute. She's cute, but not you deserve $15 million a year cute. Okay. And I might even be lowballing it. I hope she only makes about $15 million a year. If it's now to like 30 plus, I'm gonna go kill myself or something. She might be making more than $30 million. I have no idea. Can you imagine? She doesn't even have to stream. Right now, she does very lazy streams. I don't want to say I know because I don't watch her stupid ass stream. But doesn't she just do just chatting or here I am watching an anime stuff like that, right?
I actually authentically don't know.
You don't know what she does, but don't act like you don't know what other people do. You do know
I
what
haven't
some of them do.
I haven't been on in a
Oh,
while,
okay.
but yeah, I mean, uh,
You know what some
I mean,
of them do.
yeah, the ones that I'm watching are usually playing a video game.
They're playing some simple ass video game and they're just letting the money roll in. Now they don't even have to do that. Oh God.
Right.
But it's okay. I think
And
it's worth it
they
if
also,
Elon can make this successful.
yeah, okay, I agree. I'll take the hit for free speech.
You're not just gonna take a hit. You'll probably be a simp donating money. Just be honest. Right?
Probably.
Yeah. You probably will. Here's $100. For
Oh wait, so that yeah, so this already just talking through this feature, that kind of suggests there should be a way to send anonymous super tweets.
uh maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
We haven't built a feature. I don't think so. I mean, it would just have it would have to be from your account. Your account could be anonymous.
It will. No, I think if you enable anonymous super tweets, it will sort of open up a class of revenue that
I
you
don't think they
otherwise
should
wouldn't
though.
get.
I think they should attach it to your account.
Hmm. I mean, that's fair too. But my simping has been almost
It's anonymous. Okay.
exclusively
Yeah, that's the
anonymous.
rationale
Yeah.
you use.
Yeah.
Yeah. You justify it by saying, well, it's anonymous. But really, either way, it's anonymous. It's functionally anonymous because the girl doesn't care about you, correct? Like
I mean,
these guys who
no,
let
no,
their
no. I
name
wouldn't
get
say
to the
that.
top of the list,
Well,
well,
okay.
they don't
In the
care
sense
about
that
that
they don't
guy.
care about them in the sense that they most likely don't have any actual real chance.
Feelings,
But
yeah.
yeah, but they obviously are aware of
Oh
these.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They say thank
Yeah,
you, whatever,
yeah,
7, 8, 9.
yeah, yeah. And they'll probably know them by name as
Yes,
well, and
yes, that's
say
true.
hi and
You do
all
get that
that stuff.
acknowledgement,
Yeah, yeah.
but that's not what they really want. Let's be real. We know what they really want, and they're not going to get it. So it's functionally the same to me. Anyway, good. We've solved all of Twitter's problems. All Elon has to do is implement these. Let's stop
We
there.
solved we
Yeah.
solved Elon's problems, but we also created
We
a
created a simpage problem.
yeah, we opened
If
a
you thought
whole
simping
can
was
of worms.
bad now, just wait until people can super tweet.
Oh my God.